Today marks the first day of my, what do you want to call it? My official healing journey. I've been going through a transition, a bit of a sexual revolution, if you will. I've been on the dating market. I've been in the streets. And it's led me here. Later today, I will be undergoing a plant medicine healing journey guided by a shaman who I was introduced to here in Los Angeles. And I don't know what to expect. The instructions that were given to me was set an intention, but come without any expectations. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on, let me get it. So, actually, the first rule was to stay off of social media for 48 hours. And I've been going, right? I've been doing social media. I've been posting pretty much every day. I've been responding to my comments and my critics and people who support me. So it's been a lot. So I wrote down a list of how many times I tried to get on Instagram in the past 48 hours, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And right now it's about 4 a.m. in the morning. And so in the past 48 hours, well, 40 hours, I'll say, I've tried to get on Instagram 10 times. And so that lets me know I'm a bit addicted to this social media thing. And yeah. So the goal of today is to figure out what this next phase of my life is. I did Pop the Balloon, which was huge, and I've gotten a lot of response from that. A lot of things are coming my way, so it feels like a tornado. Hundreds of DMs, different opportunities coming my way. I've had to say no a lot, but this has brought me to a place of continued healing. I just spent the past 10 days in Brazil, and that was a transformational time. The people, the food, the music, the weather, it brought me centered. And while I was still active on social media, I wasn't feeling pulled and I wasn't feeling stressed. I was feeling quite relaxed. And so coming back to the States, it's like, oh, shit, let's go, my community. I love America for the ability to work. I think we do take it for granted, the opportunity that we have to get on social media and share our ideas, share our creativity, share our work, and it be monetized from that. It's truly a gift. I am going to share with you my journey today as best as I can. Now, I'll be guided. It won't be me who is doing this by myself, but I will have the camera there for as much of it as I can. And I want to share with my community what this transformation does for me. And hopefully it can also help you. Now, I will start out by saying that I have tried different psychedelic medicines, mushrooms, lysergic acid, and they are actually becoming more normalized in the realms of depression and anxiety. And if you know my history and you know my past, you know that anxiety and depression is something that I struggled with, and it's something that I know a lot of people struggle with. And I am taking the opportunity for me to work with someone who has been there and someone who knows the path and someone who can help guide me along my way. Now, let me share with you the intentions that I wrote down. There's only really 4 of them. Like I said, I don't have any expectations, but I am going into it with the intention of to see and open my third eye. While I was in Brazil, actually, you know what? While this healing experience is what Brazil catalyzed for me. I had a friend there, and they basically took stock of my vibrational energy, took stock of my internal energy, and I was telling them about some of my proclivities, some of my indoctrination, some of my desires, right? And they said that I should seek a healing retreat, a sexual retreat. Sorry, not a sexual, a sexual healing retreat. A sexual healing retreat, an opportunity to dive deeper into my compulsions. What are compulsions? Compulsions are things that we do cyclically without even thinking about it, subconsciously. And this is where it led me. So I'm not eating anything this morning. I'm not doing any like smoking or psychedelics or anything. Not that I would be in the morning anyway, but definitely not doing it this morning. All right, the second intention for my trip is to clear my heart of all that shackles me. I know you feel this way too. We have responsibilities, we have experiences that we have brought on ourselves. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a family, maybe, different types of bills that we acquired, right? I just got the new iPhone 15. It wasn't free. So now this is something on my heart, something on my life that I am responsible for. And I feel the pull. I feel the energetic responsibility to care for all that I've allowed into my life. And sometimes it gets a bit heavy, sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming. And this is an opportunity for me to help clear all that shackles my heart, all that I have acquired, all that I have said yes to. This is an opportunity for me to take a step back from it and appreciate it for what it is and move forward with living in a level of unattachment. The third is to embrace the fear that comes with existence. Now, fear is a tricky feeling because it's natural. It's something that we need. It's something that helps us in our survival mechanisms to understand that this is a good fruit, this is a bad fruit. I remember. And so a lot of times I have fears that may come out of nowhere. I'm like, why am I feeling anxious? Why am I feeling scared? Why am I feeling incapable? And I want to take this vulnerability into the healing experience and give myself an opportunity to not only accept the fear that comes with life, but to embrace it. I feel like if we're able to embrace the fears that we live with, we'll stop creating fearful experiences in our life. My mentor, Tara Brock, shared an acronym with me. She didn't make this up, but fear is false experience appearing real. False experiences appearing real. And a lot of times we'll get scared for something that hasn't happened yet. And that fear is so strong, it's so powerful that we start looking for it. We start looking for our fears to come into fruition. And if you know anything about reinforcement, then you understand that, for example, let's say you want to buy a car. Let's say you want to buy a black car. All of a sudden you start seeing black cars everywhere, the same one that you wanted to buy. Why is this? It's because our brain and our mind focuses solely on what we think about on a daily basis. So if we're focusing on fears, something that's scary, something that hasn't happened yet but we're afraid of, we eventually will create that through our subconscious experience. And so I want to take these fears. I want to take these fears and embrace them. I want to take the fears that I come up with in my mind and truly dissect if they're real or not. And if they're not real, set them to the side. And if they are real, handle them accordingly. And this healing experience is going to do that for me. The last intention for this trip is to live in constant gratitude. Gratitude is something that I preach all day over and over, especially in my romantic relationships. I live by this level of being grateful for every little thing. I'm grateful for the iPhone. I'm grateful for this light. I'm grateful for this space. I'm grateful that I'm healthy. If we can start to focus on gratitude, then that will become our subconscious default. As opposed to fear being a subconscious default, let gratitude become a subconscious default. And that is my goal. It's a learned skill. It's something that you have to consciously put yourself in a mind frame of all the time. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that I have toothpaste to brush my teeth with. I'm grateful that I have food to eat. Being and traveling in some of the poorer countries of the world, I see that not everyone has the aforementioned privileges that I do, and a lot of us do. If you're watching this, be grateful that you have a computer or a phone or a tablet or however you're dissecting and digesting this information. Be grateful. And I find myself losing gratitude when things get consistent. I was in Brazil, and one of the most beautiful things about that country is the way they prepare food. It's meticulous, it's with love, it's fresh, and I was eating that every day. And oh man, when I tell you that in the beginning, when I first started eating, I was so grateful. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm eating this. I can't believe this tastes so good. I can't believe this, and this. And by the end of the trip, it almost became expected. And there was a moment where I had some pasta and it was so good. And by the second day of the pasta, I went back and had it again. I had expected it to taste a certain way, to look a certain way. And it wasn't the same way. And I felt a little like, what's going on? And in that moment, I realized, wow, I had gotten used to life being this way. I had lost gratitude. And so this is an important story because it proves how conscious you must be when practicing gratitude. You have to be aware in every moment that you're lucky for your breath. Feel lucky and blessed and grateful that you're alive. And so I'm about to dive into this healing experience. You guys pray for me. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have never done anything like this before. I am just as interested in it as you are watching. So let's go start the day. Let's go meet the shaman. Let's go and see what they have planned for me. And let's see how the transformation occurs here and thereafter. Now, it's Friday morning. I'll be going live tomorrow, every Saturday. And I'm going to share with you this experience. And I'm going to share with you how I feel. And I hope that this serves you as much as it's serving me. And let me know in the comments how you feel about plant medicine, how you feel about healing journey. Do you feel stagnant in your life? Do you feel like you need assistance on a daily basis to get through the day? Is your anxiety high? Is your heart rate high? Do you have cortisol being released in your system all over? What is your experience like? Let me know, and I'm going to share with you mine.